Jeffrey Dower Montgomery, Hyatt Repeat POW, 2984, excuse me, Myra Street, Apartment 4, Jacksonville, Florida, 32205. What's the date again? Get this thing on. It is Tuesday, April the 19th, 8:44. Some cop was over here clicking onto me when I was laying on my stomach in here and up close, and made I think this guy came back to making sounds that are made on people that before a genital injury. So I decided to go out with my help mid sign, and just as I appeared, a female cop, I think a female cop, showed up, and something to spook the public with over the chat rooms I've been going to, or lead people to believe I've winded up at a little girl-like chat room. So then I guess there was 3 or 4 cops that showed up around me, and one of them looked like he was considering placing me under arrest, and then cruised by me slowly, and then some others passed by. I decided to get closer to the internet with my sign, and didn't go over to the interstate this time. I went to a convenience store close to it, and then on my way back I noticed him fly from one side street to the other. So then I note as I continued on my way back, I noticed he had parked down a side street and had his lights flashing around. So it's the same thing, just finding ways of giving off the appearance that I wind myself up over making random selections at these cam-to-cam sites, and or I think he was trying to get by with giving off the appearance, trying to get away with giving off the appearance that laying on my stomach was giving me thoughts about coming up on my severely retarded wife and putting myself on her. So that's just some of the most offensive, enraging cops here. So which, having used that word, I'd like to say that I would not set myself off on a cop. It's just really angry. So William, a lot of times when I'm leaving to go to the corner, William or Judy appear, and I think they've got these cops are steering in on. He had keys. It sounded like he had a key ring with several keys on it, and he came out on the front porch. Just as I appeared on the front porch, I turned my back to him, because I think what he's doing is he's tipping off these BM cops and BM paramedics that he's noticed something quickly recognizable as an indication of being keyed up. So I went by him, went over to the corner, and he appeared in his car with Christine. So I could be wrong, but I think they're both tipping these cops off over here that both of them have noticed an indication of it, that I have myself keyed up or winding myself up with sexual excitement. It's ridiculous, and I'd like to have them questioned, and it's really outrageous considering that I'm in a yogi-like state. I've practiced Zazen many years, and it's an attempt to slip off with my Buddhist attire again. So which they stay busy at it over here with that. Somebody came back to putting a fix on me when I started to practice Zazen. Which I have not been practicing Zazen as much recently, and just as I started to sit, some guy sent one of those things off and came flying down the street. So it's just it's piracy. They're pirates here. I have never seen so many outrageously dishonest people in one place. They just go from one lie into another with me, and just what's taken place again this evening. They've succeeded at keeping me alone, and this was taking place when as is usually the case, when I would have had an opportunity for orgies or sex acts. They start this stuff up all the time and get away with it over and over again. And that's why I've been making postings at these ICQ chat rooms to keep the public in on how frequent it is, and what it's like to go through another day without real sex after having been kept from having real sex for so many years, for 33 years. They smile at me when they pass by. I'm hoping that because I'm keeping the public in on it, they'll get caught. They won't be able to make it down a side street or over to the interstate, or someone will come up on them when they pass me by. So I'm surprised they haven't done that. As many times as I've posted messages for Mitt Romney, I'm in disbelief that hasn't happened. They're doing nothing but horsing around over here to keep me alone, and done anything whatsoever to create a need to click on me and give me warnings. And it makes my skin crawl to think of somebody like that watching me in a sex act. I don't know how many times they've let me in on it that they've been watching me in sex acts, and I want them to be forced in. The ones that are doing it, I want to be forced into admitting it, that they've been doing that with a news anchor present, as well as the ones that got this going this evening. I'd like news people, Channel 47, Channel 4, to please. I have placed so many calls and have pleaded for them to find out who they are, have them questioned, polygraphed, forced into confessing to how many times they've invaded my privacy and lied about me, and it just It's hard to believe you can get by with so much. You know, it's they just stand by. You know, they just let cops and paramedics get by with constant horseplay here. You know, it's making it where I can't relax when I want to sleep. I don't know how many times they put fixes on me when I've been reclined, and really trying at it to get by with coming up on me in my sleep. You know, they did that with my severely retarded son. So, which I think it's these are the cops, that female cop that showed up, I think may be the ones that have engaged in sex acts with my severely retarded son. And believe me, I do not want to find myself in the hands of a BM cop or a BM paramedics that's in these BM cops and BM paramedics that have engaged in sex acts with my son or my retarded wife. You know, there's no telling what they might be capable of. Anybody that would be capable of insect-like sex acts like that, I don't want anywhere around my genitals. So I think this cop that arrested me came close to squeezing my genitals over on Roosevelt. So, it was just so ridiculously blown out of proportion what he did with me. And he was just heinously dishonest. Please, you know, when you watch this video, please tell your family and friends about it. And you know, inquire about my postings at ICQ chat rooms and my phone calls to Channel 47 and Channel 4 here. And I want everybody in the country to know that I'm trying to get away from this state because of what was done, because of how they raped my son many times, and my severely retarded wife, and it's gotten so bad that they're starting at it right when I get up in the morning. So you know, I see edgy coming up near my postings at ICQ chat rooms, and it really is asshole, because this kind of thing would kind of cause you to be edgy, but I don't get that way. I very rarely, I don't know if I've ever really gotten edgy. You know, I would say that I've gotten a little bit nervous, but I don't get edgy. You know, if I get ticked off, it might seem like I am, but I don't get surged. You know, there's a big difference in acting like you're surged and actually being surged up. I'd like to say right before I finish up with this YouTube video, Mitt, please don't let one of these BM cops or BM paramedics disappear with me. I would not lie. I am in a very relaxed. I'm very relaxed, and I don't cause my heart to palpitate and or raise my blood pressure. And I think if I had something to take my blood pressure with, it'd probably be comparable to the blood pressure of someone nearly asleep. You know, I just don't get myself. You know, I wouldn't lie about that because of my Buddhist attire, you know, or something childish like that. I just don't let myself get stirred up. But that, you know, there has been an occasion my blood pressure was, I think, went up quite a bit, and that was on those occasions that occasion that cop was signaling for me to come to him in the dark. He had parked over in a closed down ABC store, and it was nighttime, and he was parked in the darkness, signaling for me to come to him. And then not long after that, I had been to the interstate with my Mitt Help sign, and I was on my way back, and just as I was leaving the overpass, the exit lane, I was coming up to a convenience store that's out of business, and there was another cop parked in the darkness. This time, he got out of his car and ran after me, and I ran back to the interstate and stayed there for maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So, yes, I would like to have female visitors tonight, or have porn stars come over. I'm a Hyatt repeat POW, and there's no reason I should be kept starving for real sex, or be kept from having slip past sex acts. I'd almost like a film crew to come over here on the appearance of a porn star showing up here at my door to stop them from being able to get away with striking terror, you know, flying up on women on their way over here, which I think William has been keeping, has also been blending in, keeping women away from my door. So, which that has been something I thought of. Um, uh, have it filmed, have porn stars followed by news people with camera equipment, and to be provided with an opportunity to demonstrate the control I have over myself sexually, which I don't like. I'm not really crazy about being filmed in sex acts, but because of this kind of thing going on all the time, it's just yes, I have been thinking seriously about trying to arrange to be filmed in sex acts. I haven't said that I want to be a porn star, but I don't want to find myself being genitally mutilated. It would not be easy to get by with something like that if I've been filmed in sex acts and or have had opportunities to repeatedly demonstrate the measure of control I have over myself sexually. They make something spooky out of rapid selections at these campsites, and God damn it, yes, I would like to have something to fight back with, so or to have to show how honest they've been about me, how repeatedly dishonest they've been about me.